Happy birthday to Tupperware, 65 years old. I want to give you the opportunity to get in on one of the best sales that I've ever known in my years in Tupperware, and that's been a lot of years. Hi, it's Heather, and I want to tell you about how many of you have a Tupperware stack cooker? Do you have one of these? If you don't, you need one. Normally, this entire set sells for $140, and during birthday weeks, $65, and the entire set is yours. Some of you have wanted it. Some of you have been to my house and seen me use it. Some of you have been to Tupperware parties and wished you had it. Now you can get it. I'm going to show you just a few things that you can do with this stack cooker. You're going to want it, I promise you. $65. My goodness, I have sold hundreds of these for twice that. Let me tell you a little bit about the stack cooker. For $65, here's what you're going to get. A 3-quart dish, 1 3/4 quart dish, 3/4 quart dish. The stack cooker. This allows you to be able to stack one meal together and cook it 6 minutes per pound in your microwave. Also comes with a colander. One other piece that comes with it is your cone. The cone makes it available to be able to do a cake. I know. I'm going to show you how to do all 3 of these. Here we go. I have 1 pound of hamburger that I've simply put into the stack cooker inside the colander. And I'm going to place it on top. Put this in my microwave, 6 minutes per pound. We have our hamburger cooking in the microwave. And stir it a little bit. About every 2 minutes, I like to stir that up and you get a nice browned hamburger. Our hamburger is done. And in fact, it even takes quite 6 minutes. Sometimes the fatter your hamburger, the quicker it gets done because microwaves are attracted to fat and sugar and in that order. But I want to show you what comes out of this. Can you see this? That's how much grease and guck. Blech. On a hamburger that you can take and add into your spaghetti sauce, into your tacos. You've got your hamburger done. How quick? It just doesn't take but 5-10 minutes to put together an entire meal. How cool is that? Okay, here's the beauty of the stack cooker. We're going to stack cook an entire meal. I have here 2 cups of minute rice. Oh, I might mention, do you see my modular mates back there? There, if you want to know more about modular mates, let me come to your kitchen. It's wonderful. But I have 2 cups of minute rice, 2 cups of water, and 1 can of creamy chicken soup. I have 1.5 pounds of just chicken tenderloins, and I just put them around the outside, and I put dressing right on top of it. Simple, easy. You can put barbecue, you can put whatever you'd like, breadcrumbs. But I put that around the outside because microwaves cook inward about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, all the way around, up and down. Then on the top, I have a can of green beans. Pounds, I have 1, 2, 3 pounds of food. 3 times 6, 18 minutes. I'm going to take this piece of wax paper and just put it over the very top of the green beans just to hold a little bit of moisture in. All right? So let's get that started in 18 minutes. Set it, forget it, let it cook. Burger, 2 pounds, 2 eggs. You take stovetop stuffing. I like the chicken flavor, personally. My children do too. And a little bit of onion and ketchup. I mix all of that up. I put it in the colander, just like we did the hamburger, around the outside in a ring. And then I'm going to put it down inside the 3-quart with the cover. How long is it going to take? 2 times 6, about 12 minutes, and you have an entire meatloaf done. All the grease drains right through. I like, however, sometimes to roll mine up and put them into meatballs, and then I store this in our freezer made in the... Now we have dessert, and I'm going to make a cake in the microwave. And I know, right now you're thinking, no way can you make a cake in the microwave. Oh yes, I can. And I'm going to make a German chocolate cake, and I wished you could taste it. It's not dry. It's very moist. It's so good. German chocolate cakes, mix it just like it says on the box. Add the oil, the eggs, and the water. All right? We're going to mix that up into our mix and store pitcher. Bowls that were glass and heavy. Oh my goodness, I never appreciated my mix and store so much until I got that. We're going to whisk that together 9 to 11 minutes in your microwave. I've been in Tupperware a long time, and I've had a lot of stack cookers. An earlier color, no, they don't sell it this. We're going to simply take our cone, and we're going to put it into the 3-quart. There's a little spot at the bottom that you can see where you put your cone, right here in the bottom. Now we have your frosting. You would think you would frost it after it's done, but not in Tupperware. We're going to put this in the very bottom of the cake pan around the cone. It's going to self-frost it. I'm going to take our batter and I'm going to pour it right on top of the frosting. Okay, we've poured our batter right on top of the frosting. It's ready to go in the microwave uncovered for 9 to 11 minutes. Uncovered because all your breads you want to leave uncovered. If you have meats and vegetables, make sure they're always covered. Our bell just went off, so our stack cooker is done. Look, I took it right out of the microwave without even having to use hot pad. Our green beans, perfectly done. Can you see that steam come off the chicken? Ooh, we've got some yummy smelling chicken. I forgot to tell you that if you put a little paprika on your chicken, it'll give it a nice browning color. And then on the bottom, we have our rice. And I'm simply just going to take and stir it up. And voila. Here goes that cake in the microwave. I went ahead and set it for 11 minutes. We'll check it at 9 and see how it's doing. I have to show you another one of my very favorites. How many of you have one of these? What I've done, I've already put an onion inside. I just chunked it up. I'm going to simply put this on, lock it, and I'm going to, it'll work out. And boom, look at that, done. Now with our Quick Chef, we're going to add, look at those onions. They were just diced up immediately. We're going to open our can of diced tomatoes. Of course, we've got the Tupperware. There you go. Look, no sharp edges. We're going to dump those tomatoes right in there. I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add some garlic. Now, some of this is just a taste. Some of my family likes garlic better, but probably the secret ingredient is the Southwest Chipotle seasoning. Tupperware sells that. Put the cover back on, and you just stir it around, and when you are done, looky there, your very own homemade salsa, and it's wonderful. I have 1:36 left on the cake. Let's take a peek. Here it is after 1:36 left. The edges are starting to pull. Looks like it's done to me. So once we've taken our cake out of the microwave, we're simply going to take a plate, flip it over. Do you trust me? Looky here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've simply taken it out. Can you see it? It's just dripping. We're going to take the cone out. Can you see that? Well, I think you see I really love my stack cooker. I love it for my hamburger. I love to make cakes. And a 3-course meal made at one time. Chicken, rice, green beans. How simple was that? Look, as somebody who's been in Tupperware for a lot of years, I know you'll love this stack cooker. I'm really letting you know about it because $65 for this particular item is amazing. And I want all of my friends to have one. Or simply just give me a phone call, 785-554-4833. All of this information will be with this video. If you'd like to look at more, please go to Tupperware.com. There's an entire catalog for you to look at. But don't miss this special. Stack cooker, $65. You will not regret it. Thank you, and you have a wonderful evening. And once again, happy birthday, Tupperware.